This is a Fox News election alert. Fox News can now project that President Obama will win the crucial battleground state of Ohio. A huge, huge win for Barack Obama.
That's the one we've all been waiting for. And there's a question now about, what does that mean, panel? I mean, does that mean that
that's the presidency?
That's the
That's
ball
it.
whack. That's it.
Essentially, Barack Obama is reelected.
Some unbelievable miracle would have to occur in some completely. I don't see how it doesn't. This isn't going to happen. The president has won re-election. And look,
let's go to Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace. Chris.
Well, I have great respect for our decision desk, and I see that they're very happy in Chicago. But I've got to tell you, the Romney camp has real doubts about the call that's been made by us. Karl was just on the phone with somebody else, and you got some more recent figures.
Well, here it is. The secretary of the networks, our network called on the basis of about 74% of the vote being in. The Secretary of State website has 77.49%.
Through this in 2000, you almost went through it in 2004. Do you believe that Ohio has been settled?
No, I don't.
Well, folks,
thanks.
So maybe not so fast.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. It's great to have you guys here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get someone from the decision desk, and we're going to bring them in here. And we're going to have them on air, and we're going to interview them about this decision.
Well, I think we should sit them next to Karl Rove and interview both of them. Let them interview each other.
Michael Barone, I think, is going to come in here. Maybe Chris Stirewalt. We'll see who's going to come talk to us. But here's what we're going to do.
We're going to try
Karl Rove said that we should figure out what the deal is with this decision desk. The decision desk is in a different place, and I showed you earlier in the show in the 6 o'clock hour what it takes to get there. Megan, I will escort you down the steps here so you can go interview them.
All right.
Watch your step.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to fall.
There you go.
In front of all these. Try to get to the bottom of this. It's right out the door. They used to keep them right here with us in the studio, and then for some reason, whoa, careful. Then for some reason, they moved them down the hall. We were too close. We were thinking this wouldn't be necessary, but as it turns out. What do you make of it, Chris?
There just aren't enough Republican votes left for Mitt Romney to get there. And as Arnon points out, Cuyahoga County, Cleveland is so overwhelmingly Democratic, we wouldn't expect Mitt Romney to do even much more than a third of the vote there. So as the late vote comes in, we would expect to see the president's margin rise and rise.
What we're seeing is sufficient vote in Ohio on the Democratic side to mean that Ohio will go for Obama.
Percent certainty.
99.95%.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. I can't hear Brett or the folks back in the studio, but they seem very confident. We'll take it back to you and see whether Karl is backing down. Brett?
Okay, Megan. I've just called Karl back up from and he's coming up here to the desk. He's crunching numbers. He's writing furiously. He's pointing at Bill Hemmer. A lot of things are going on right now. We're going to take a break and Karl's response. And joining us with his retort, Karl Rove. Okay.
I don't know if it's a retort. It's just a question, which is we have 2 million. We have two. The city of Cincinnati came in early. What remains, at least according to the Romney people, is primarily in fact, almost exclusively the Republican suburbs of Hamilton
County. They said that they expect big returns in Cuyahoga County, and that's Democratic County, and they're going to get big numbers in from there that are going to favor the president, not Mitt Romney.
That's right, but here's the point. We've had one instance where something was prematurely called.
You know it well.
They said this is not going to be another one of those.
Maybe not.
Scenarios.
Maybe not. But again, it seems to me to be a very early call with 991 votes separating the two candidates.
I went back there, talked to Arnon Michigan, Chris Stirewalt, Michael Barone's back there. They're
very smart guys. They're very smart guys. I'm just saying that in terms of public perception, it looks a little odd for us to be making a call with 991 votes.
But you know how the science works. They know the counties and they know the expected outcome, the makeup of the remaining electorate.
It could be 60-40 the other way.
They didn't seem to think it was going to be that much in Hamilton County.
They're pretty confident back there, Karl, but we'll keep on going back and forth. I don't know if we'll send Megan walking again. But,
well, I think we should bring
them in
Chris
here.
Stirewalt or Arnon Michigan out here to sit next to Karl and have them go toe-to-toe, duke it out. Bring Michael Barone in.
Biggest brain in the world on this issue.
Make them
And we
walk
want to
in.
bring in Dr. Charles Krauthammer, who is a psychiatrist, and he may be able to weigh in with some of the back and forth that we've seen here in New York. Charles.
And I'll simply go with what is pretty clear, that even, it's almost, the chances are infinitesimal that Romney can pull this out.
Charles, what
that
does
sounds
this...
kind of negative, I know, so I think I've depressed half the country. So as a psychiatrist, I will offer to write prescriptions for anybody who needs them right now. Just write me at Fox News. I'll take care of it.
As a lawyer, I counsel you.
Many, many days to talk about that on the panel.
We'll look forward to that. Where are we going now? And hear from him about what we've heard from Karl. The folks at Obama headquarters in Chicago, they're not listening to Karl. They don't care about what Karl said. They are very happy tonight with the call that we have made. We have brought the two guys together to have a little discussion that may be illuminating to all of us. Karl Rove is now here, along with Michael Barone, who's been back there with the decision desk. And we'd like to refer to this as Cage Match 2012.
I'm just raising the question of our responsibility to call these things when it appears to ordinary Americans that we are not leading the pack for the sake of leading the pack, but we're calling it.
Maybe we got you a slow computer back there.
We called it when we had the statistical parameters were very conducive to a call.
Understood.
We're all on the same page
and appreciate having both of you.
Now this is not
is this just math that you do as a Republican to make yourself feel better, or is this real and you genuinely think people should be keeping a troop in mind?
Absolutely, because look.